This is a public service.
For sure.
I don't remember where it was now.
Guys, need some directions at all, or are you good?
Maybe. What was the room you wanted to go to?
Can you tell me where the prosecutor's office is?
That will be on the 4th floor of the state attorney's office. As soon as you get off the elevators, it's literally right there.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
Are there areas of the
Yep.
building that are restricted from recording?
From what?
Recording?
Yeah, I can't record inside the courtrooms themselves if there's an active case going on.
Is that a judicial order or is that actually?
Truthfully, I don't know. That's what my judge tells me, that he doesn't allow anything in his courtroom, so I'm assuming it goes to all of them. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm assuming you guys are here for a First Amendment audit or whatever you want to call that, or some freedom of movement audit, and you're going to try to, I'm just asking, is that what you're doing?
No, we're just gathering content for a story. But yeah, it's pretty typical in courthouses. They don't want you filming in the courtroom, especially if they're in session.
Yeah, if there's a jury in there, they definitely won't let you.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to secretive. You can.
Well, I
use
mean, I'm
freely
holding
your-
the camera,
you
I
so
like your last
I can't be too secretive with it, right?
Well, I mean, you don't have to turn it like that. You can literally point it right at me. You're not gonna offend me at all.
Awesome.
All right, good deal. How long have you been with Volusia County?
I think this is my 6th year, but I've been
Okay.
doing it a little bit longer than that.
So, are you from Florida?
Yeah, I live here in Atlanta.
Okay.
Raised here.
So, what department were you at prior?
I've worked at several of them.
Yeah.
But I don't mean to cut this short. I need to use the restroom and go to court. You guys look like you were lost. Do you
Yeah.
need
No,
any
you
more
took care of it. I
directions?
appreciate it.
Okay. Have a good day.
That's free. Have a good day. Hello. I like how the flag doesn't have the
Fringe.
yeah, the fringe. All right, there's nobody here. Doesn't seem to be very busy today. Phocion making a public records request.
Yes, thank you. I got one, thank you.
To pursue justice without fear, favor, reward, or the promise thereof.
I can just confirm that you can read my horrible writing. That's correct. Appreciate that very much. What was your name? What was your name, miss?
My name is Margie.
Thank you, Margie. Have a great day. Needless to say, it wasn't Margie last time. Margie was great. Have a great day, Margie. It's much more expansive than Google Scholar. Let's say that.
Okay. Hey, how's it
How you
going?
doing?
Says wait here. Oh.
I'm just kind of looking.
Oh, this is cool. I was asking what a law library was. I've never been to a law library before.
I was up in Daytona, and they actually had this.
Oh, we're good though. We're
Thank
around.
you.
Thank you.
And they were selling. Doesn't look like they're selling one here, but they had Black's Law Dictionary, which.
Elder law. Heard a lot about that from the TV show series Better Call Saul. Did you see the Better Call Saul TV series?
A little bit. Yeah.
It's a good show. I enjoyed it.
So I bought a few different books here. Not at this location, the Daytona one.
Oh, actually bought?
Yeah, all the stuff's for sale. It's used, you know.
Oh.
But there's good stuff here, right? Civil rights and civil liberties litigation.
Mm-hmm. Recovery for a wrongful death. All right.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Have a good day. Thank you.
There we go. There we go. These signs say turn off cell phone. Interesting. So what?
I think it's more just a noise thing, not trying to be tyrants.
Yeah.
I got a question. We were just kind of roaming around, and we found there's another clerk office down this adjacent hallway. What's that all about? You don't know about the other office?
I know we hold things over there, sometimes meetings and whatnot, but
There's nothing that goes on in that office? Nobody that works out of that office at least?
Oh, her house.
Yeah. Alright, okay, cool. Thank you.
Benefits and payroll.
Find out.
Oh, yeah, it looks like it is. You got it?
Okay.
Yeah, how's it going?
People are.
How you doing?
Hi, can I help you?
Benefits and payroll? Is this just for?
So you're at the clerk's, well, you're at the courthouse, but this is a clerk of the circuit court.
Mm-hmm.
So
What is
we
that?
also have court administration. I don't know who you're looking for.
Oh, we're not. We're just get pictures and video inside of the different open areas or public areas inside the courthouse.
Oh, yeah, then this
No.
would just be HR.
Yeah.
But there's like, the building's made up of lots of different people. The clerk's employees, the clerk of the circuit court employees are pretty much like in civil or all, you know, those different departments, family, and then there's also the judges. That's a whole other separate court administration.
Okay, very cool.
So why are
So,
you taking pictures again?
Oh,
Inside here?
we're doing a little tour. We're like, you can call us the Google guys who go, the guys who go, Google and they capture the images, down streets and stuff. We do this.
Google streets and inside buildings?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say.
For what?
I wasn't smooth
For
in saying it, but that's
for
the
what
point I'm trying to get
purpose?
across.
For just like,
We're just gathering content for a story. We don't really know exactly.
People like to know what they spend their money on, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's one of them. Yeah, one of the reasons we try not to get into too much detail, like what it is
Alright,
we're.
here we go. You have a good
Okay.
day.
We have a good one. What we're gathering, just because it might compromise the story.
Oh, yeah.
It's one of those journalistic things that you don't want to give out before it's published.
no worries.
Yeah, but you ever-
This is the courthouse and it's owned by the county, so I don't have, we don't own this, we just work here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
anyway.
Alright,
Very nice, very good.
And what was your name? I'm sorry.
My name is Olga.
Thank you.
Thanks,
You have a
Olga.
good day.
keep smiling. Thank you. Pulled a little J-Town press there. Always asking about smiles. You want some candy? Rogue would. Rogue would just come wherever. Just
Yeah, exactly what you would do.
yeah. Did we go in here?
Um,
Court administration?
I don't think so.
No, we did not. Please knock, and a staff member will be right with you. Knock on wood. Knock on this door. Oh, they got a doorbell too. I'm gonna ring the doorbell. It's more fun.
What was this office?
Court administration. How much more time you got left?
Not a lot. Maybe this is our last, not this office per se. But
On this
this
floor.
building is our last building for sure.
Oh,
Oh,
gotcha.
hi, I
Hey.
thought you were somebody else. Let me get a piece of paper, hang on a second.
All right, thanks. All right, so this is
I'm not even sure
there's a
which
business
one.
card that says me neither. Israel Gonzalez, Human Resources Analyst.
Okay, try again. How can I help you?
No, we were just curious what this office, what kind of business do you conduct in this office? Excuse me.
We're
me, I'm
the,
just checking the mail.
Oh, sorry. I was trying to get
Oh,
out of the
no,
way.
you're all
Walk's
good.
right and where you're
How do
headed.
you know where I was going?
so why are you guys filming?
We're just taking a little tour of the building.
We want to, show the process of how, different services what different steps you have to go through, what the process looks like when you're going to different offices in a courthouse, like what kind of service you all have and how to go through the process,
Okay,
basically.
well, I'm a digital court reporter, so let me go find somebody who's bigger than me,
Sure.
higher than me. I'll be right back.
All right. Thank you.
She's coming right out.
Cool.
very much.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Where do you suggest that I go after this? When you have to leave, like, is there somewhere around here you suggest I maybe check out?
So the courthouse there's another courthouse. All right, so we'll go back to where we parked, and if you continue walking that direction, away from this building, you'll hit the other county courthouse, the city of DeLand Hall, PD, fire department's back there.
Have you ever gone to the fire department?
I usually leave them alone.
I do too.
Until they start violating rights, they're gonna be safe in my book.
One guy did. He worked for the fire. I don't know what his title and stuff was. He worked for the fire department, but he did try to violate Geo's rights. Did you see that on the street? He tried to violate Geo's rights by.
Geo constantly gets his rights violated. It's constant.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to hear him, so they just violate his rights instead.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucked up. Anyway.
Yeah.
You were saying.
Oh, and he, yeah, I just remember seeing something about that. The guy worked for the fire department. He called the police, and the police came out and were giving him a hard time for filming on the middle of the street, like on a public area, like a little sidewalk in the middle of the street. In the median, yeah, he was filming, I think on the median. Maybe it was a sidewalk, I don't remember exactly, but the Karen of the show was a police or a fire department personnel. That's all I remember. That's the only time I ever saw it. But I don't think they can necessarily violate rights. They can call the popo.
They can call somebody to
They can be a Karen.
What's going on here?
Training moment.
Oh, wow.
This is what you do. This is what you don't do. Don't let this happen.
That's crazy to me. Well, she would have been fine,
Yeah.
right?
Man, I keep saying this, but I've got to get me one of those. It's a lot easier to manage, you know.
Hi,
Hey,
how
how's
are
it
you?
going?
Doing
Good.
pretty good. How about yourself?
Good. I'm Ann. I'm sorry, your name?
Phocion.
Nice to meet you.
I'm Zach. I'd shake your hand, but I'm
I was
over
wondering
here.
if I could inspect a couple records, to the employee handbook right there, and then the anti-retaliation policy. sitting on top
Okay.
right there. If I could just inspect those records.
All right.
I didn't want to reach across the desk and just grab them because it's not
Yeah,
on the desk,
no, I
right?
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I do.
But they are available, so.
Yeah, it's for employees, of course.
Yeah, well, employees are members of the public, right? Like, this is a public building?
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so, I mean, if I need to make a formal request to have you hand it to me, I'll do that, but if I could just take a look at those two things.
Well, this is being revised right now, so that's why it's out. This is like a working copy, so I would be reticent to hand that to anyone at this point. And the anti-retaliation policy, I'm sure I can get you a copy of that. Would you like that?
Yeah, I'd love that. So,
Okay.
so is the handbook, is that available, is that available for the public to view somewhere in digital format?
You know, I've never been requested from a member of the public that I can recall.
So,
So
if that's
I
a
can
working-
certainly find out for you.
If that's a working one, maybe I could have a copy of the one that you guys are revising.
Let me see what I can do,
Yeah, I appreciate
okay?
that. Thank you.
All right, have a seat and I'll be right back out.
All right, thanks.
The art of the. Oh, I missed it.
That's called an undue delay in public records. So she should have just handed me the document.
Yeah, Rogue and I ran into something like that too when we did a revisit at that Osceola School District.
Is
He
that
was-
the first one? Is that the one where you went into the room?
Boardroom.
So how did that go?
Well, that went fine.
The visit.
Yeah.
Thanks for waiting. I didn't realize there were 2 copies there. I could have just handed you one.
Perfect. I appreciate that.
Now, is there a number I can call you back regarding the handbook?
I can leave an email address. I mean,
Sure.
if I could just see it, I mean, we don't want to create an undue delay with the record since there's one right there.
Yeah, I'm just not comfortable doing that since, like I said, it's a working copy.
So there's probably another one that you could just snap real quick. Again, we don't want to create an undue delay.
Certainly, but I would prefer to call you back or email you when I know better. So if you don't mind, let me just find a pen
So
here.
you're comfortable with the undue delay?
I'm sorry?
You're comfortable with the undue delay then?
I'm not sure I would classify it as undue.
Well, it's right there, literally.
I understand that.
Literally right there. You could just
But
hand it
this
to me.
isn't even available to employees because we're working on it right now.
But it is a public record,
Go
correct?
ahead and give me your email address.
Is that a public record?
Not in my opinion, no.
Not in your opinion?
Would you like to give me your email address so that
Well,
I can accommodate your
what I'm-
request, sir?
If I could just ask my valid questions, I'd appreciate that.
Well, certainly.
That's one of the reasons why. One of the reasons why, if I may, one of the reasons why we're recording, we want to make sure that our public servants are, giving us our, getting us our public records that we ask for without creating a sort of, like he said, undue delay, and that they're ready, available
I can
upon
appreciate
request.
that.
That's
So
all.
do you guys have an employee handbook elsewhere that you could just grab, one that isn't being revised?
I don't have anything that I'm prepared to give you right here on the spot.
If you, maybe you could just.
We're
ask
also
someone.
allowed appropriate time to prepare records for
That's all,
folks.
that's true, right?
Yeah.
But being familiar with the
If
law.
you don't want to
and
give me your
it
email
being-
address,
and it
then that's
being right
fine.
there is what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
I
So
can help you.
You can't help me. No.
Okay.
What was your name again?
My name is Ann
And what was your last name?
Pierce.
Pearson. What do you do for the county?
I'm the Director of Administrative Services.
Director of Administrative Services.
Okay,
Do you have a card?
I do. It's in another office.
Oh,
Did you
I
want
could
to
write.
give me your,
Sure, yeah. It's letters, Letters.
Whose business card is this right here? Israel.
I'm sorry,
OF. Phocion. PHO.
PHO
CION.
CION
At Gmail.
at Gmail. If you hold on just a moment, I'll bring you a card,
I
okay?
appreciate that.
Thank
And maybe
you.
if you could just, if you could just grab me one of those books, that we could just put this to bed right now.
And then I have
There
a
aren't books that are just made up, so.
You don't have a copy of that somewhere?
No, I don't. Not one that I could just grab and give you.
and I have a request too. Like while you're getting a business card, could you grab somebody who might be able to grab us that, or that would make you feel more comfortable? Somebody else might do
Somebody
that.
that might wanna
Might
help.
give us that instead if you're uncomfortable doing it.
No, I'm afraid you'll have to deal with me, okay? I'll be right back.
Wow. Jeez. Sorry I interrupted you
No,
there.
you're good.
I was just naturally I just try to de-escalate, and that was reasonable. That was a reasonable request to say, hey, if you're uncomfortable doing it, go grab somebody to take it off your shoulders.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean, the law is right. Did you say the law was right there somewhere for her to look at?
Well, no. But I mean,
Maybe you can pull it up on your phone.
There you are.
I appreciate that.
Okay, you have a good day.
If we were to show you the law on that, would you feel more comfortable giving that to us now? If we can show you the law on that now? Or
No,
pull it up?
I think that our conversation needs to end at this time because I'm not sure what else I can do for you.
Well, other than produce the record, you mean?
I'm sorry?
Other than let us inspect the record, like the state statute allows?
Like I said, I mean, I don't think it's appropriate that you would have that.
No?
At this moment, it's a working copy, it's not a final copy.
So what is the fear that something in the working copy is going to be seen by the public?
Well, I'm sure you're aware that no record is available on demand instantaneously.
Several
We're
records
allowed-
are. Records that are available to the public instantly are those records, Miss. Of course,
Okay,
when I request it.
I don't
so
wish
you
to
don't wanna
argue with
speak.
you.
You don't wish to speak. You want to have it your way. And not
No,
have
it's
a di- and not
simply
have
not
a,
my way.
and not have a dialogue with the community. We can see where the community building comes in, and I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
You have a good day.
You too.
Would you be willing to look at the law if we showed you?
I don't think I'm interested in continuing this conversation.
So you're not interested in the state law?
That's not what I said. Not
Are
at
you
all.
Are you interested in the state law?
That's not a question that I'm going to engage in.
So you're not interested in the state law?
No, that's an assumption on your part.
Well, I'm asking you, are you interested in the state law? It's the state law.
Are
Like,
you?
Yeah, I'm obviously very interested in the state law. I'm here to comply with it. I want the
As am I.
I want the state
As am I.
I want the state to comply with the state law.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Absolutely.
So maybe, and since you're hell bent on not helping us, maybe you could get somebody that would be interested in that. Maybe.
It takes
No one else available
it
in
would
the
take it off
office.
your shoulders, you know, because you said you were uncomfortable giving us a working copy. Maybe somebody else that we could talk to might be familiarized with the statute, would have no problem giving that to us and feel comfortable.
I'll tell you what, I'll let our court administrator know that you're interested in that. I have your
It just seems
information
As
available.
the
We can get
director,
it to
and you
you
want to escalate, and we
within a
want
reasonable
to,
amount
we
of
want to
time.
de-escalate. Well, it's readily available right there. Like
Just
the state
because
law.
you see that doesn't
Yeah.
mean that you're entitled to that.
Is it?
And
It's
which
this
is why I
document right here.
didn't- Which is why I didn't pick it up
I know,
and
I
look at it.
appreciate
So,
that.
so you don't need to say that I don't need to do something or something's sitting there for me not to do. Obviously,
I'm not
I didn't.
spoiling for a
I
fight.
didn't-
I've
Me
dedicated
neither.
my
I
whole
just wanna look
career
at the
to
record.
public service, so.
Me either. I just want to look at the record.
Okay, well, thank you. You both have a good day, okay?
So I can't look at the record. Should we wait here for them?
For who?
Are you
Whoever
joking?
would be willing to
You
assist
just
us.
told me that you were going to get somebody.
Oh, I
Was
said
that
I
a
would
joke?
let I said I would let the court administrator know.
So that was a joke.
So we're waiting here for the court administrator?
He's in another building in meetings, so
So what was the point of saying that to us? What were we supposed to do?
I was supposed to email you. That's my understanding. Excuse me.
Sorry, I didn't mishear you.
Pardon me.
You're good.
So there's no one above you in this department that might be able to assist us here and now instead of doing the email
Correct.
thing later?
That is correct.
Okay.
Okay? You have a good day, gentlemen.
Yeah, you too, man.
Interesting.
I'm just gonna take this copy.
Oh man. Did we go down there yet?
Let's go to Human Resources. I figure I can get a copy of it there. So she wants to be associated with
Yeah.
Karen about it.
And what was her name again?
That was Ann Pierce.
So what you just saw there, folks, the interaction was with Ann Pierce, the Administrative Services Director.
I thought I saw something for Human Resources. Is it here?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah.
Thank you. Human Resources Department, Clerk of the Circuit Court, Lori Roth.
Hey, yeah, I was curious. Is it do you happen to know if you have a copy of your employee handbook available to take a look at? Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
God, it's people like that, man. They just
Get you all worked up.
yeah, man. Like, why don't you just help? Like,
Yeah,
just help instead.
yeah.
Instead of all that attitude.
If it's really about you being uncomfortable and you're ignorant of the statute and you just want to check before you make an on-the-fly decision to email, I understand where that's coming from, right? I understand where she's coming from in that initial statement of her reasoning why she didn't want to do right then and there. But
I understand
she could just go
also.
grab somebody.
Yeah.
That was reasonable. Go grab somebody who can. She's saying there's nobody else.
Yeah, she just wants to do
That's what way to
So
put
it
it.
is kind of- If they just come out here with a copy of it, I'm gonna walk it down there and say, why was this so difficult?
I went down to the Orange County Courthouse recently because a woman who used to work at that courthouse for many years, she was running for, I think she's running for clerk of court now. And the current clerk of court, Kelvin Soto, is corrupt. His hands are dirty, right? And they're not about transparency. So she asked me, after watching my videos, you know, realizing I'm kind of in that area, she goes, do you mind like recording me going there and doing a public records request? Because I'm asking for financials and very specific things that are public record, but they don't want to give. And Kelvin is standing in the way and putting administrative or executives in the way of getting these things. So I went in, and the asshole who took the public records request, she gave it verbally. She was reading off a printed out piece of paper, and she was reading it to him verbally, and he was writing it down. And then we asked for a copy, a stamped copy of that, of his notes that he took.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Oh, these are my. I don't want to do that." I was like, so I butted in and said, "Well, what you just created is a public record. She's asking for a stamped copy of that. Is that too much to ask?" He's like, "These are my personal notes. Thanks."
Make a copy of them and we'll treat that one like the record request, asshole.
So, but he was required to give me that, correct?
No.
No?
No. Did he provide you, because like over at FDOT, for example, I probably could have pressed, right? But they're not obligated to give me that. Is it professional? Sure. But I get a comfort, like when they enter it into just FOIA, I get a confirmation then.
Okay.
That's why I typically ask what system they're using, because just FOIA, GovQA, my something, I don't know. They all send you a response or a confirmation. I'm sorry.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think it would have been professional for him to do that, right? Why did you press it?
Mm-hmm.
Did he give it to you?
No. I was just wondering if it was like something that you could have any sort of recourse on, you know what I mean?
No, I don't think so. Did she get a confirmation?
I don't know. She didn't get it for at least a couple of days after. He said within 3 days, typically they'll get a confirmation. I'll have to follow up with her, but we suspect we're not going to get it.
Hello. Hey. Yeah, we've got something to deal with, honey.
Hi.
Hey, guys.
Hey, how you doing?
Goodness,
How's it
that's
going?
big.
What are we looking for?
I was looking for something smaller than that. I didn't realize it was that big. Is that?
Well, tell me in your words, like, what is it you're looking for?
Oh, wow.
I'm looking for the employee handbook. So when somebody gets onboarded, what do you give? What do you hand them as after the code of conduct, basically?
Okay, yeah, that would be inside the policy. Here we call that a policy manual.
Right.
I mean, lots of things are given to people onboarding other things.
Is
but
this a
this is
document
the-
that I can access online?
Not publicly, it's in our internal drives.
Okay.
So, no, I don't believe we have the employee policy manual posted out for the public. I don't know how to be relevant to them. But because it's, public record state, I don't have any problem giving it to you. The one thing I have to make sure of really quick
So
is just that.
we've been led to believe that this document is currently under revision. Is that correct?
It's a policy manual for the entire organization. So I don't know
So
if you've
it's
worked in it.
constantly
Oh,
being-
gosh, yeah. I mean, this
Okay.
evolves, yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
see, I don't know
Yeah.
what you want to share about what it stems from. I mean, are there
Well,
applications of something, or what are we doing here?
So unfortunately, what it stems from is I just wanted to look at the policy manual that was sitting on a desk in one of the adjacent offices. so I said, can I look at this document because it's a public record, and I was told no, so.
Oh, you mean like it was on somebody's desk in one of the
Yeah,
divisions?
yeah,
Okay.
so-
They
What was
probably
that?
wanted to make sure with us.
What was that ring?
Well,
called?
no, she was not interested in making sure with anybody about anything, she was interested in telling me no.
Yeah,
Okay.
we asked.
Where was,
we
what
asked.
division was it? Do you
It was
know?
Ann Pierce,
Oh, in.
administration.
This little
You got it,
tiny.
you got
So
it.
I don't know, you're in somebody else's office.
Yeah.
Oh
Who's
yeah,
that? What
it was
office is that?
Ann Pierce, Administrative Services Director.
Where? That's not our office.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's a
two doors
couple,
down on the left.
few doors down on the left.
This won't help you, that's not our office. We don't have an Ann Pearson, I don't have an administration. Yeah, this, listen, there are about 6 different entities in this
So
building.
that's that.
Nope, that's the State of Florida 7th Judicial Circuit Court Administration, you're in the wrong
So
office. This is the
they-
clerk's office.
Alright, so
Here you
they've
go.
got a different.
Yeah,
Alright,
this
could
has-
I see that stuff?
Sure, I mean, well, now I have to go through and read, here's the problem.
Yeah,
One thing
I-
we're allowed to exempt by statute are like things that would threaten security,
Personal
like
information.
blueprints, schematics of the
Those are
building.
available through the.
So let me look in here to make sure. You're welcome to have ours, but I'm telling you,
Yeah,
this
no,
is
I
not
don't
my
wanna keep
office.
that. Yeah, I don't want to.
No, but I mean, like, this
Yeah, no, I
literally-
understood that.
She doesn't work for me,
Yeah,
that's not.
no, I understand.
You have the state attorney in here, the public defender in here, court administration, you've got several divisions of court administration, you've got a law library. The clerk's office is only a select
Gotcha.
few of the
Yeah,
offices.
no, I understand.
Yeah, this is the clerk of court's office. Yeah, I was about to say, because I don't think my employees would have said that to you. I think they'd have come and
Yeah,
gotten
no,
us.
we've actually already been in the office. And everybody
Yeah,
was
but when you,
really
this
nice.
Pierce person that told you no,
Yeah.
that's not my employee.
Yeah, no,
You
you
clear?
made that clear for
Yeah,
sure.
okay. I just want to make sure you're clear. Please don't leave here saying
Yeah.
she let her employee tell it. No, I didn't, because that's
Who-
not my employee.
Who would she report
Let me just
to?
make 100%
Oh,
sure
you're
there's
the
no
actual
building
clerk, well.
schematics.
Do you know who she would report to by chance?
Yes, Mark Weinberg, the court administrator. I
Mark
think who you're
Weinberg.
dealing with is court administration, and they are the entity that works for the judges directly, like judicial assistants.
Oh,
We're a third-party constitutional
And you're the
officer.
actual
We
clerk of
hold
the
their
county, right?
custodian of their records.
Right.
Yeah, so there's a separate clerk of court that's an elected official constitutionally to make sure that, you know, courts are on the up and up, we keep
Yeah,
their records.
we appreciate
So we're
that.
actually a balance to the court administration is who you're
Okay.
dealing with. And this isn't the first thing I've heard of anyway. Okay, because I also heard an employee, a customer waited an hour and a half the other day and someone had not come back from lunch, and that was not our office either, thank God. Every time I hear something really bad, I'm like, oh, thank God, that wasn't us.
Yeah, no, you
Okay.
guys have been great.
Yeah, our clerks are usually really clear on this kind of thing. But yeah, this should be fine. I just need to make sure, where's the security sections? Because I just need to make sure we don't have, the only thing you're not supposed to handle out is like building schematics, and I'm trying to find, but we have a separate one on emergency, so it shouldn't be in here, don't you think? You know, we have that separate emergency
That is-
safety manual.
I'll say this.
So this
I-
shouldn't
I-
have it.
I'm not interested in that.
But
and I won't
what you
capture
were
that.
looking for?
What's that?
What you were looking from the manual? Just the ethics or standards or?
Yeah, that part I can, but that's not for the employee or the place he's dealing with. Ours is in here. Yeah, I don't think there's anything non-public in here that I'm aware of. Can you think of anything in the actual manual?
That is the.
So-
As long as there's no
Can I ask
schematics,
you this
I just
question?
can't give them security
When
stuff.
when somebody does on board with you, you don't hand them that. You hand them. Do you give them
We
a
go
hard
over-
copy or do
We
you?
give
She'll
them
show
like stuff like this.
We
Our
excerpt.
missions, our visions, our ethics and standards of conduct, stuff like that.
Could I have those documents?
Sure, there's nothing
This is
non-public
something
about
that
that.
we do,
Yeah,
and
we're proud of that.
they actually give us a signature that they do, you know, the policy manual management, but we
And
tell
then
Yeah,
them.
here
everybody
it is.
signs an oath of
One
office.
of
Yes.
two.
And they
Oh, no,
keep-
not an oath of office.
this
No, are you
one.
all the ones that asked for that? Because we just gave somebody,
Well,
no, I don't know if you guys were after
No.
one.
Yeah, I wasn't looking for one today. I just.
Yeah, they just sign this acknowledgement that they,
That
and
we
then we
gave them.
point them to where, because it's big and we're a tech savvy place,
Yeah.
they're told it's on a drive every employee has access to. So this full thing is electronically out there to all employees.
Okay. So
But we
would
only
that be
point out
available?
certain provisions, you
Would
don't
that
have
be
time to go.
available to the public through a public records request?
Sure, it's right here, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just, like I said, I wanted
I
to make
just
sure
don't,
it
it
doesn't have
sounds like you wanna
security
stay with
stuff.
it. I don't wanna waste your time.
No,
because-
I mean, if you want, like she's given you, I mean, you know, it's, I don't see anything security related in it. So if you wanted for fun, I mean, if you just wanna have it just to see what our policies currently are, oh, absolutely. It has all kinds of things about violations, like here's employee discipline, if they do certain things, this is the process we go through to discipline.
Mhm.
It's got the ethics, like she said, our ethics and standard of conduct. It's got a whole separate section on conflicts of interest, because that's a problem for us here.
Yeah.
You know, you can't have it where somebody's working in a court division, but they happen to have a side business, you know, where, you know.
Mhm.
So ours is pretty strict on the ethics and the conflicts and things like that. There's a lot in there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
And then it's kind of technical.
Yeah, and
benefits.
is it possible that I could just request access to a copy of that or the
Yeah,
drive?
or if we just gave it to you. Yeah, you want to have it? Is this
I'll
are
take
you
it.
okay with them taking this when you could just print another one? Do you want? You okay with it? This is her kind of printed copy, but yeah, we can print as many as.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, that's a lot of paper.
Because see, because it's in our internal Outlook drive, I can't just give you like a link electronically. I mean, I
Okay.
could send you you know what I'm saying? Like I can't.
Well, I mean,
That's
you
inside
certainly
the
produced the
network.
record, so I
Yeah,
certainly
there it is.
appreciate
Yeah.
that. Thank
But
you so much.
please, you know, I'm just saying, please don't.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
connect somebody that
disseminate-
doesn't
yeah,
work.
no.
'Cause
You've been nothing
it's hard
but
enough to be
professional.
responsible for how
Yeah,
240
yeah.
people behave that do work for me.
Yeah.
So please don't add anybody else. You know what I'm
I won't.
saying?
Yeah.
I can't be responsible.
And you're the
for it.
actual elected
I'm the clerk of
board,
the board. Yeah, my name's Laura Roth. Nice to meet you.
Good to meet
Hi,
you.
nice to
I'm
meet
Zach.
you.
Nice to meet you,
Hi,
Laura.
nice to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
Yeah, but you know, I'm sorry if there's been any weird, but yeah, remember they're separate agencies. So
I
if
do.
anybody ever acts up around here, say, who do you work for? Because we get that confusion.
Well, 99% of where we went in the building has been superb. It was just that one little hiccup. So,
Yeah.
and that person doesn't work for you, so we understand that.
Yeah, see, that's so, because I remember that poor customer where he'd been sent to different divisions, waits an hour and a half, so he was going to lunch that whole time, it was only supposed to be an hour. I was having a darn heart attack till he goes, I said, who are you talking to? It wasn't our office at all, I was like, oh my goodness. So this does happen, we get confused, and he said to me, the way your website looks, it makes it look like you're the whole courthouse. And I said, we're just one agency in here, so I'm always relieved when
Yeah, no, you
something
guys have
didn't
done
turn out to
great.
be. Yeah, because we're committed to, I mean, our motto is we love helping people. We wear little t-shirts that say that. So we're all about like super public service. So when I ever hear anything like that, I'm always like, let's hope they're confusing us with somebody else.
Great, great.
Yeah,
Thank
my
you.
people are super clearly helpful. Yeah.
Well, you definitely shine a positive light in this building, so
Good, thank you.
thank
And
you.
I hope you end up liking that. I mean, it's constantly under revision just because look at
Yeah.
it. It's huge.
Yeah, it is
We have
huge.
about 3 different changes that we're working through right now that haven't been made just to tighten things up. Or, you have people find loopholes. Your employees will go, well, it didn't say that. So we have to tighten it up and
And then how many
reformulate it.
people are under your leadership?
About 240. Yeah.
That's a leadership task right there.
Yeah, we've lost over 100 positions since 2008. When the foreclosure crisis happened, the state took over a lot of our funding. They never gave it back. So we've just been on a downward spiral of cutting positions.
Wow.
Yeah, you can look through some of the divisions and it's like you can see where all the people were. It's just like,
Is your budget available online?
yes, that we have. If you go on clerk.org,
Hmm.
that's our website. Every single year it shows you. You'll see how incredibly
So
challenging
in
it's been.
2008 is when that, I understand
The
that
state
the housing,
shifted
the
a lot
state
of the money
shifted
to them,
funds.
so, yeah, because we have to live on filing fees, we're not government funded, we're like self-funded, basically the fees we bring in are what we have to live on, pretty much. But they came in and redirected a lot of the fees to the state during the foreclosure crisis, because we had too much money at the time.
And they're still directed in that way?
Yeah, they never gave it back. Now, for the last 2 years, we've had success at them redirecting some of it, so we got some last year and a little bit more this year, so we're trying to get back up there. 'Cause it's been a fiasco.
How can Volusia County residents petition to restore that funding to the clerk?
They really have actually been pretty supportive because we made headway more than we ever have in the last 2 years, and a lot of it was support. Because people have seen, you come in, we'll have like one person, everybody's in court, I have managers going to court. I mean, this place is a truck. When you've lost over 100 people,
That's a lot.
we're
It's a
scrambling.
third-year
We are
workforce.
scrambling. So, we used to have like a supervisor of this division, that division. One of them leaves, I shut the divisions together. We went from way more managers to there's 2 for the entire court side. I mean, we're so lean staffed. I went to the legislature last year and said, there's nowhere left to cut. I have cut 100, I don't know how to keep functioning. So they finally, the last 2 years, Tom Leak and them have been nice and tried to help us and redirect some of the fees. So I could go on with that for years. I'm so
but is
disgruntled.
there something that the constituents can do to help?
Well, I'll tell you what, I mean, because they've been so responsive and the efforts have been pretty successful so far, right now, we're kind of like, hey, it's on a good path.
Good.
But watch my, we have clerk.org, I have on Facebook that we keep things out there, so we just, if it comes down to it where we're drowning, I may really send out a rally asking people to speak up. Decent service is I mean, this is gonna sound cheesy, but I swear to God, she'll back me up. It's the dedication of the people. I mean, these people have watched where they're doing 3 jobs now and all, but they just hang in there with us and we wear our shirts that say we're here for a mission we love. I mean, hadn't it?
Yes.
It's been just on nothing but trying to keep people feeling like part of a cause and all. We just had our annual awards ceremony and all I can do is try to inspire people through it because they used to go years with no raises. I mean, we haven't had money. We've had nothing but a declining or flat budget for over 10 years. I have less than I had in 2005.
Wow.
My courtside budget is smaller than it was in 2005. Now, think of the wages, FRS increases, healthcare increases. Oh my God. So,
Well-
and still, I was confident when you said somebody said that. It's not our person. They're pretty dedicated people. Yeah. But well, whatever you guys are looking into, I hope it goes well. And
Yep.
if something's going on that shouldn't be, good luck to you.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate
Yeah, I
it.
hope
Sure.
it isn't us.
Yeah,
I can't
no, you
lie.
guys have been
I
great.
really
No,
hope
yeah,
it
you
isn't
guys have been
us.
great. Thank you
Yeah,
very
we try
much.
to do a good job. Y'all
Thank you.
take care.
You too.
Bye.
Thank you, sir.
We're out here today to ensure our natural rights are respected by those who swore an oath to support, protect, and defend the rights of the people. The purpose of all interactions is to peacefully promote government accountability and transparency. Please like, share, and subscribe so this message can reach as many people as possible. I implore you to peacefully seek redress to any and all of your grievances. This is a public service.